Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes forward. If you have a topic, if you have a question, if you have feedback, if you want me to give you my take on anything, put it in the comment section. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. Remember, Flores is Flores. On Instagram, on X, and on Threads, you can type in at Back on Basics. And on WhatsApp, you can type in at Back on Basics 9985. So, let's talk about emotional balance. Remember, we haven't gone into detail about emotional balance because a lot of the times when you balance your mind and you balance your body, your emotional balance just follows it. But there are times when you can't. There are exceptions where you're not gonna be able to balance your emotions, even if your mind is focused and your body's focused. And so here are some tips on how to help you balance your emotions. So one, self-awareness. Be aware of what gets you up and happy, what gets you down and maybe sad, what's in between, what's in the neutral zone. Why? Because one of the things that I would recommend is for you to notice when your emotions are coming up. Just notice that. I mean, right now I'm a little tired. I'm a little sad. I'm a little, I'm just kind of like all over. But I see everything that has come up, right? And so, it's a lot of different things. And so the more you see it rise or come up, your emotions, the more you're going to be able to regulate them with the later tips that I'm going to give you. So, also you have to identify what are the triggers that get you going into these emotional times. What gets you sad? How long is it? What gets you mad? How long is it? What gets you happy and how long is it? And so again, right? It's amazing because your mind and your body and your emotions tend to be balanced for the most part. But there are times where you have to be aware of your emotions. You have to be aware of your ups and your downs. And you have to be aware on when to implement something that'll get you going again, that'll get you motivated, that'll get you positive, that'll get you a lot of different things, and it'll get you moving forward towards your goals. Or it'll balance your life again. So, another one that I'm going to tell you is emotional regulation. You have to learn how to regulate your emotions. I know. I'm going to have a whole video just on emotional regulation because it's very important. Some of the tips that I've given you before: deep breathing, right? Hold it for 6 seconds, let it out. Breathe, hold it for 6 seconds, let it out. Again, breathe, hold it for 6 seconds, and let it out. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm not moving as much as I was at the beginning, but still, I'm very excited about this topic because emotional regulation brings self-awareness, which brings emotional balance. So, emotional regulation is something that it just gets you to the neutral zone, the here and now, the basic foundation. And so you have to understand that once you learn how to use some emotional regulation tools, like the breathing, right? Breathing exercises, breathing in and out, that'll help you whenever you're in a situation where you can't handle something or you can't deal with something, or there's something there's some places where you just want to get away. And so by regulating your emotions through breathing, meditating, praying, there's other things that you can do. Exercising, like stretching, right? That's another thing that you can do as well. I mean, even mental stuff like uh, building something, writing something. Remember, emotional dumps are very nice because you can just write everything that's not emotional dump, mental dumps. I'm sorry, emotional dumps are a different thing. Mental dumps, because those you can just write down everything that you're thinking about right now, and believe me, that'll help you balance your mind and then eventually your body and then your emotions. And so there's so many different things within uh, emotional regulation that's going to help you do that. Um, you got to know how to express your emotions. Honestly, I'm still working on that. Why am I saying all the time that I'm still working on it? We're all human beings, right? We all have to deal with the emotions. We all have to deal with emotional regulation. We all have to deal with emotional balance. And so by communicating and expressing your emotions, people will be able to know how to adapt, how to support you, how to help you out, how to remind you to get to a certain point where you will be balanced. And so again, emotional regulation is very important. That's something that we need to practice every day. Another thing is just having some healthy coping habits. I mean, like for example with me, I have my drink that I've talked about so many times in so many different videos, right? A little bit of turmeric, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of cinnamon, right? I add water. I mix that in a small cup or in my mixer, but then I add chia seeds that have been expanded. I mean, it is so refreshing when it goes down. I can feel it refreshing all the way down. And the combination between the turmeric and black pepper and cinnamon and the chia seeds and everything, it just cleanses me. I feel cleansed, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like, I've taken a shower on the inside. I mean, I feel refreshed and I feel focused and it makes me focus. And so, again, those are some of the coping strategies that you can do, healthy coping strategies. I'm not saying that you want to do that. Search it, research it. There's other drinks that can do that. I've tried different things. This is the one that helps me regulate. And at the same time, it helps me uh, be active, keep the weight down, helps me with focus, right? Gets me motivated. I get motivated to do my work, to do the work every time, every day. So again, healthy coping strategies. The one that is very important to me is setting boundaries. There's a time and place where you have to tell people that they're just going beyond what you think is a healthy boundary. They're going beyond. They're saying something, or they're letting you know something else, or they're saying, okay, this is going to help you be balanced. You have to communicate, because you do have your boundaries, right? Some of us can't go that further, because eventually it's going to be an emotional dysregulation. You'll get dysregulated, and then you will have to deal with a lot of different things in order for you to get back to emotional balance. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is acceptance. You have to accept that you're not going to be happy, you're not going to be motivated, you're not going to be positive 100% of the time, or 100% of the day. So you have to make sure that when you're not in the best of places, when you're not regulated, when you're not the most positive or the most motivated, or your emotions are not balanced, it's okay. You just have to realize that that's where the awareness comes in. You have to be aware that your emotions are not regulated, and you have to be okay with that. Why? Because as soon as you accept that emotional dysregulation or the emotions not being regulated, and you accept that, that can help you start in the regulation process. That gets you thinking, that gets you motivated, that gets you into a place where you can try the different strategies that I have outlined in this video. So again, right? You know, today was a very emotionally dysregulated time or day, but you know what? Here I am, motivated, looking forward to making these videos and making sure that I give you suggestions that you may or may not accept, but try them. I'm telling you, try them. Everything that I've talked about in this video, I would recommend you try it, because emotional balance can help you do things that sometimes you're not willing to do, or sometimes you don't want to do that because it'll be in an uncomfortable area. So again, try it out. Emotional balance is very important in all of our lives. So subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. Again, right? Awareness, doing the work, right? Adapting, accepting, positive mindset. Make sure that you're doing all those things that I mentioned in the video, and you'll be fine. And accept the fact that we all have our good days and we have our bad days. Till next time, Back on Basics.